Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the Wendigos episode 68, which streamed live on Twitch October 10th. No changes to the rules or goals this week, but Save Our Ship 2 has been added for a way for us to end this series. Let's get started. Ah, you stupid bears. Alright, let's try to shoot them through the door as they pass by. It's going to make us soaking wet and sad, but whatever. Oh, there's a hole up here because we never replaced that door. And yet somehow they're still not. Oh, man, they're so dumb. Oh, it's because they're eating Walter. Rip, Walter, rip. Once they eat Walter, they'll come in properly, I think. Alright, so all of my silver landed here, so I can't get to it until the bears are gone. So the other thing I could do is sell my bone relief and plan on rebuilding it. So I'm going to do that. I have a lot of bone relief that I could sell. So, I think it's more important for us to get to space than for me to have some art. Alright, here we go. Now, it's no crank gun, but I'm not going to take the crank gun away from the people that have it. Alright, I'm going to temporarily have everyone unconstruct so they actually do the bone relief thing. Wow, there's a really high percentage of these bears that are not scoriaed rot. You find it fitting that we're cannibalizing our own base? Yes, I do too. I mean, in a way, oh, no, stop that. In a way, this is just a way to say nothing is sacred, nothing is holy. The Wendigos don't thrive on niceties. I already have my beacon here. Let me install these beacons where they're supposed to be. And then Super Hall. You need to sleep, but this is better. I'm struggle busting a little bit. That was some rough moments. Alright, so here's the reliefs. I have a lot of bears that want to be unleashed. I think we're about, what, half done with the bears? Or even closer. I definitely need to replace this door. In fact, you know, part of me says just make it a wall so that the stupid raiders stop bashing out a hole out there. Can I build art walls? Yes. They were art walls. Alright, Soul Blader. Haul that. Crucio, haul this. Angrax, haul this. Glitch. So I'm just selling all my art walls for silver so I can build tech cores. If I can move the stupid things fast enough. Oh, Crucio's vomiting on the art. Sweet. It's going to be Jackson Pollock when you're done. Sylvanti, I know you're resting, but haul that. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have you haul anything. Forget it. Just go do whatever you want, man. I forgot you're, like, effectively brain dead. Alright, so as far as I can tell, those are all the polar bears that were coming at me, so let's go out and go after them, because I want access to my 2K silver. Oh, whoa! I wasn't watching, and we headshot this thing as it was on top of us. Nice. That's the way to do. Alright, Wolf, I need you inside and ready to trade. So do you see any more art leaves, or did I grab them all? I think I grabbed them all. Yeah, I think they're all grabbed. But Wolf, you haul this beacon over. And then trade with the exotics. Let's clear out the rest of the bears. Yeah, his consciousness is actually not low, it's just movement speed. Resurrection things lowers your movement and manipulation down to 10%. So with his manipulation at 10%, he's also not really going to be shooting anything efficiently at all, which is another one of the issues. Alright, so here we go. Relief. That's it. We have enough. That's another tech core. And I don't even know where it landed. Who cares? Animals. Polar bears, they're all unconscious. Neat. I'm not going to look to tame or train or anything like that. But Glitch, get over here, buddy. And we are going to get... maybe rocket propulsion? Or actually, maybe cryo. Or marine armor. Let's go cryo. No, I'm going to go rocket propulsion. Or something like that. Alright, let's see. Quests, research, ship. Let's do rocket propulsion. Propulsion and navigation are required. You need both. So let's go get propulsion instantly. Animals. Mr. Chimmick says your girlfriend could be out there. It could. Little reminder that, of course, you are female. You're Mrs. Chimmick. But yeah, your girlfriend could be out there. Alright, so now we have rocket propulsion. Schedule. Everybody on... unleashed. And without missing a beat, I am back to this. I don't know if it's big enough, but that'll have to do. Do you need a heal mech serum for the Mangle Brain? Maybe. I don't know if you guys want me to try an AI chip, which can have some negative consequences, or Luciferium, which will eventually heal it, or heal mech serum. Nice pixel art? Thanks. If anyone's wondering what this is supposed to be, well, here, let me clean it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of detail. Where's the center line? Here it is. Alright, so if you're wondering what this is, let me remind you of the Wendigos. Yeah? Pretty close to a Wendigo skull, I think. Pretty close to that skull there. Could be a little better. I am no pixel artist. But that looks like a Wendigo skull to me, or as close as I'm going to be able to get it, because, again, not much of an artist. Yeah. I don't have the full antler horns, because I have space limitations, but that'll have to do. I can always clean it up and modify it a little bit here or there. Nope, the drugs wore off. And you fell right over. Oh, boy. Yep. Also, almost all of the bedrooms are all screwed up right now. Crucio wants more. You had enough time to get dressed. I was really just giving you time to get your armor on. And your armor's on now, so. That was pretty funny. And then Reds. So, Reds. I had a question for you. About how you want to handle your brain scar. If you want to join... who's on the Lucy? Join Turtle Sandwich and M on the Lucy queue, or if you wanted Heal Mech Serum. And the air, here you go. You want this little guy. Send a challenge out to my Discord server for the best design. Well, the other problem is, of course, if you don't know SOS2 through and through, the other issue is that the best design is... It can't just be aesthetics. And actually, I'm a little worried about this being physically too small, but it doesn't really need to be a super functional ship, to be honest. And I could just add the rest of the Wendigo body at the bottom, right? Like, you know, it looks terrible, I realize, but there, like, it's a head on a... No, I know, that looks terrible. But what I will do is here. Let me see. Sun lamp. Oh yeah, you know what? This might be big enough. This might be big enough, because you know we would want to be able to grow food here, and then for all the research, the life support's a 3x3. The fission reactors maybe a 5x4. The capacitor arrays are pretty small unless you get the big one. The ship capacitor is pretty big. That's maybe like a 3x5. The bridge is like a 2x5. The shuttles are really, really small. The shuttle bay is maybe a 4x4 or 5x5. The computer core is a 3x3. The shields are like a 2x3. So, like, you need a lot of physical space inside here. And then, of course, you're going to want cryosleep caskets, beds, dining hall, rec, you know, all the usual base stuff that you'd put up in there as well. So it's going to be very, very tricky to shove it all in. So, Starman, thanks for the components. Beer from Crimson Rust. Oh, Crimson Rust, did you notice that you... I can't even trigger right now because I need to refresh my... I can't do that right now, but... Yeah, maybe you've noticed. Combat Supplier. I never traded with. I don't know if I really have anything. I have a few guns, I guess. It's hard to read, I know, but... Alright. The Crummier Eltec Staff and the Plasma Sword I'm going to get rid of. Wow, that sold for nothing, but whatever. I don't need the steel as much. The smoke pop. Some of the tooled up shield belts, they're only normal quality, I can get rid of. And then the tooled up helmet I can get rid of. And then the bone relief china I can get rid of as well, but I'm out of... They're out of money. Let me buy a few components to settle that debt. There it is. Boom. That's a lot more silver. So now if we have... if I have a tech core, I have enough for a new tech core. I don't think it's worth me moving this design again, because it's a pain to repaint. It took me a while. So I'm just going to live with it. Persona Core offer from Lin of the Algonquin Wendigos. That is not Lin Bei Fong. That's a different Lin. But yeah, I might take her up on that. But it's pretty deep in the research tree. So it's not something we're going to get immediately. Let's get this... Oh yeah, this door closed and then this one rebuilt. That will be a wall. There is just a lot of corpses out here. It's going to be a lot of cleanup. But at least there's the research room, right? Or the mining room. Around on me. Cheers, man. Alright, who's starving? Latin deer? Doctoring. Who's a doctor? For real? None of you are? Phoenix, you are. We shan't let him starve. He did knock out 249 enemies. So, coma or no coma, the man deserves a medal. Reds. Is Reds here? No, I don't think Reds is actually here. So I'll just decide what to do with Reds, I guess. So in terms of this structure, what I would probably be doing is a outline of an outline of it all, right? So I'm going to pause for just a second, so I can get it outlined, because I'm also going to want to put in ship locks, and then forbid some of the things that will be unaccessible. In fact, I'm going to move the design a bit, have a little space up there. So that means here. So here we are. Here's the Wendigo skull in all of its soon to be constructed, well, not soon, but eventually to be constructed glory. Now the thing is, because of the way I'm designing this ship, which is obviously form over function, as I said before, and I'll reiterate, I'm not necessarily going for a fully functional SOS2 ship. I will add some function in, but that's not my main concern. My main concern is not fully function. So there we are. That's outline of the skull. And then what I'm going to want to do is, let's put in some airlocks. So I'll put in some ship locks here, here, and maybe here and here. And then I'm actually going to forbid it all, because I don't want to start working on it. I want to spruce it up as we go along. Alright, and then I can also use the hull corners like this to put in spikier, finer details, right? That was sort of what I was planning. And I'm going to keep that forbidden for now, just so that I can look back and, you know, make minor changes to it if I want. So I was also going to put in hull corners like here, so that it's not... And this also offers up some armor, too. These hull corners are not... they're not purely aesthetic. They do armor it up a bit. Realistically, if you're doing SOS2, you would want probably double walls everywhere. And also, you need to significantly compartmentalize a lot of stuff, which is not something I'm currently doing. I don't have individual small compartments or anything like that. So, you know, one could say it's a design flaw. But, again, don't care. It doesn't need to be a truly functional ship. Change the design again. Let's do here. And what I could do is I could just continually iterate and eventually I might like what I've done. Oops. It's a slug. Oh, Cruzio, now you're starving. Why are my doctors not... Oh, because Hull's set to 1. Yeah, that would be the problem. Alright, Hull set to 3, and now we can actually start constructing the bedrooms again. Rather than Hull 1, which obviously isn't all that helpful. Okay. Do I like it? I think so. I think so. What do you guys think? Maybe how you vote. Alright. 2 little choices. Keep designing it, or just start building it. I think it's spacious enough that I will be able to fill most of its necessary components in. Speaking of components, thanks Starman and Dayman. Star and Day. Call Me Bio and Klein for the stuff. Alright, so another thing I want to do is a stockpile of components here. Ship. Components. Manufactured components will go down there, and this should be critical then. There it is. I don't need a ton of advanced components for the ship build. It's not necessary to have a lot of advanced components for this. But I might still, anyway, want to get a few amassed. Alright, start building seems to be the overwhelming choice. I could do that. Beer from Reem. Thanks, Reem. Let me, I won't continue designing too much. I just want to clean a little up. And make it a little bit more functional, and then we'll get going. Alright, let's put the... Alright. I like it enough. I like it enough. Alright, so I'm going to work on the walls and doors first. And then do the filling in details after. Another thing I'm going to need to do is the... Some of this I'm going to need to forbid as well, because it's 3 wide, and you might not be able to get to the center, and I don't want to have to break anything down and then rebuild it, as that would be a dang waste of material. And I think those were the only instances where I had to forbid. Okay, so I think we're good. I'm planning to have planning on having them in crowd sleep or awake, a mix. But it's probably going to be one old giant barracks. I don't suspect that we're going to have... What the hell is this? Oh, gelatin? Why are we making gelatin? Where did this come from? What? I don't even know where it came from, man. The engines are going to go down here. So if I go ship small engine rockets, it's going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Unless I need 5. I might need 5. If I need 5, I'll have to deal with that. All right, so now we are laying it out. My miners. Morrow, you're doing art. I should keep you on art. So Pink Link and M. M, you're really, really, really busy. But Pink Link, I'm going to take you off construction to have you primarily mine. Alright, Hunter needs weapon. Yes, let's get you your crank gun back. Speaking of which, is there... Nope, no one's still here. So, yeah, we hauled in a bunch of weapons, but we don't have anyone to sell it to. Not that I need to. I need to give my crafters a break, because they're kind of busy. Making spare armor. And soon we're gonna... Alright, we arrived at the Manglers. They do have a tech core. They'll sell it to us for 67.20. Alright. Well... There we go. So far, I gotta say... Posture check. So far, I gotta say, we're doing a pretty good job of, acquiring tech cores, but of course, it's very, very, very costly. Prosthetics trader... I don't think that's gonna come into play unless we want to sell the AI chip. Maybe I do want to sell the AI chip, though. I really haven't been using it. I just realized there's power conduits running underneath these shelves. We do have an eye. That was for D-Man. D-Man, rather. Left. Alright, Wolf. And Caravan idle. I think we're just waiting for it to load. Yeah, we are. Didn't you promise he was going to get a new eye? What, Dayman? Or D-Man, rather? Oh, wow, they don't even want my AI chip? Alright, well, screw you too, hippie. Oh, right, dummy tax? I did, yes. No, now I know what you're talking about. Because he lost his eye, his own dumb self. We'll give it back to him. So we went from unbelievably impressive to extremely, which is a loss of like 2 morale. Not a big deal. I'm curious what my wealth looks like. First things first. Clean up 155, good. And then graph, wealth graph. I don't know what these dips are. I have no idea. Oh, it's probably when I'm going on a raid and all of my pawns leave. Oh, Cruzo, you're up. Properly up and ready to fight. And then Reds, you are sort of up. Use a little heal mix here. And now we're just waiting on Latin Deer. A little vote up top. So let me break the other one down. I started building already, so I should have gotten rid of that anyway. Alright, Ox, have we loaded it up for you? No. Still not. Cruzio's helping to load. Viper, thanks for the components. Alright, there we go. Give to Ox, and have Ox buy another tech core. So he's 4 days away with 4 days of food. So he might need a little bit of a food to help him out. Bit of a food delivery. More advanced components from Tooth and regular components. Okay, awesome. So this is a pretty big ship. Pretty big ship. But I like the design. So we're gonna have to. Oh wow, we are. Let's repair the deep drill first, and then also wouldn't hurt to build a little roof over your head. And hopefully we'll get Perpetual Ox home soon so that he can get back to mining. Would it be worth potting out there and far skipping home? Probably not. So my far skippers would just be, what, only Sylvanti? So we do have a textiles trader. Awesome. Yeah, Sylvanti's the only currently conscious far skipper. And I don't know if it's really worth sparing him a 4-day walk to, you know, to burn our only far skip cooldown. You got 2 Show Me Yodas. Alright. Yoda, you're just going to have to be perched. I missed the old one. I missed the one 4 minutes ago. Hi, Yoda. I do like to sniff your ear and talk straight into your ear. You probably don't like this. I can't imagine you would, and I don't blame you. Oh, he wants to jump. Alright, you can sit on my lap. Well, we did have dusters. What else can I sell? That's about it. I'll sell all the most of the human leather. Wow, they don't... I'll sell most of the human leather so I can build up my silver supply. Who is not currently busy? Reds, could you clean first? That looks like such a dirty kitchen. In fact, there. Gonna make the cooks clean the base first and then cook. Although, yeah, no, I have a lot of food right now, so they should be alright. Did I shave Yoda? Yeah, he gets groomed every now and then. He doesn't have fur, he has hair. So if his hair grows out real long, it gets matted. So he gets shaved once every 2 months or so. I guess that also makes him hypothetically hypoallergenic. He gets shorn, sure. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Man, this guy has been laying here for a long time. Oh, because he was only bruised. Hey, Reds! Nope, not Reds. Who's the closest who's Bloodlust? Who wants to kill Soulblader? Go get the Joker. Oh, he already dead. Nice. He's a survivor? Yeah, well, not any longer. So here's the shell of our beautiful, beautiful base. It's a long project, though. It's a very long project. It's actually about to go from December to April-May. So it's possible when it's April-May, Ox starts to speed up. If we take a look at this terrain, we move 3.5 in the winter. But it's possible that in the spring he kicks it up a notch and moves faster. I don't know what the move speed penalties are for springtime off the top of my head for Ice Sheet. But it looks like our crafters are crafting up a storm here, making sure we have stuff to sell. I have a lot of components. I've got 81. The walls here require plasteel, steel, and components, or one component. But as you can see, I've got 133 walls to build, so that's 133 components at the very least. So I'm shy 53 components at the moment, but we do have a bunch of the dudes on the component bench. So in fact, I'm going to raise the component crafting up from 81 to 100, and raise the advanced up from whatever it was to 50, 10 to 50. Doesn't necessarily mean you need to send me them in bulk. Prosthetics trader, I might not even bother trading with him, if I'm being honest, because there's no prosthetics I really need right now. Well, I don't know. If there was architect, I'd maybe sort of consider it, but it's not like I really have the silver for it anyway. But speaking of components, sell a gene pool and Akuma. Kite. Thank you. Cheers. And the amount that I need is lowballing it, yes. This is just literally for the walls alone. Nothing on the inside. Chem fuel looks a little low. Yes, it does. I might suspend the calcium polymer and plasteel from calcium. Thanks, Shield. Gift from the All Black. A little bit of marble. M and Barkness formed a bond. Well, good job, Barkness. You don't know how to haul yet, though. Keek, you don't even know how to haul at all. Wolf still needs to level up. He does indeed. He'll be 5. With that. So thanks for that. Where did it go? Did one of the bears already haul it? Because if they did, that was stupid fast. Oh no, it's right here. Robs is going for it though. Alright, Wolf. Level 5. You've learned Inspiration. That's not terrible. That's actually really, really, really useful. Wolf doesn't really have combat psycasts. I mean, he's got stun, but not really a lot of combat psycasts. But an Inspiration allows me to drop on my crafters right when they're about to finish. Maybe put the chem fuel bill up. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I could also just get another biorefinery. You know, if I was really needing it. Or heat this area up so it's not so frigid. Because that's another one of the problems I have. Is it's ice cold. Wait, this Twitch stream has an educational tag? You just noticed? I feel like I teach RimWorld a lot. I certainly, well, I'll put it this way. I am very, very willing to field questions. And answer as best as I can. And to that end, that would mean it would be educational. It's a little weird that I'm educational about a video game. But still. Bloodshed for hire. Oh dear lord, that's a lot of enemies. And they want to give me really, truly garbage. I mean, I already have the far skip psycast, So I don't need that. And honestly, it's just garbage. Oh my god. So, it's 3 of these raids. It's a group comprised of this, and then 2 more. It's, someone want to do the math? 35, 12, 22, 38, 6, 31, 32, 12, 2, 1, 1. I would say that's what, like, 750 raiders, potentially, for a 10,000 worth of stuff. Denied. It's too many. It's too disruptive to our goal of, well, I'm not really working on the goal. I know you all said I should raid for the stuff I need. The problem is, of course, I had to neuro with Latin Deer, which limits the amount of raiding I could do by a lot. Hey, Queen of the Dead. Let's go burn some bears. Yeah, 576 raiders. Yeah, it's a big old no thanks. I mean, if they literally came all at once, I would consider it. Because I could just, you know, neuroquake with Sylvanti. But, like, they're coming in 3 different groups, and my guess is they would have a pretty significant amount of, like, Doomsday launchers and stuff. It'd just be annoying. M, you just got a Shoot Frenzy? Nice. We're still hauling and smelting and all that. There is just so many bodies. A part of me feels like I should just walk out here and start torching all of them with Molotovs, but I know I can turn the... I'm turning the people into dusters and chem fuel, so, like, it is serving a purpose. Tolarin just got an inspiration for shoot accuracy. You know what I should do? Yeah, I'm going to use Wolf to try to inspire Glitch. Because I screwed up Dub's glaive, and I feel bad about that. So if I could fix that, that'd be awesome. And he gets the surgery. Of course you do. Of course you do. Well, I'll just keep trying that. Couldn't hurt. You Cloudwire, okay. Inspired Taming for Moro. Whoa, I went through my steel real fast. Damn. Red's cleaning up. More prosthetics traders. Guys, I absolutely appreciate you trying to send me useful traders. I'm sorry that the game is crapping on your efforts. Because prosthetics traders are, like, next to useless. Alright, so I just queued up to mine silver and gold. Silver... You know, we can sell some of the gold. I'm also low on gold, and gold is a component used to make advanced components, so. Alright. I think we have enough work right now that I shouldn't be cleaning sea ice, so I'll take reds off of that. Although, damn, does it ever look nice when I do. So if I ever have some idleness, I'll put people on, like, super clean and clean up a bit. In fact, I'll clean around the base, because we don't have to commute very far for that. Soon we're going to have, like, considerable corpse pile. Alright, let's not clean this, though. This is an exception. It is our burn box. I don't want them trying to put out the fire. I almost kind of wish that there was, much like snow clearing, there was a an easy way to designate where you put fires out and where you don't. Like how snow, you can designate where you want snow clearing. But there isn't. And even cleaning up the sea ice like this, it will actually speed up the game a little bit for me. Because it's less information for me to store in memory. Soul Blader. I know there's a mod for that. Yeah, I'm sure. I might not have Ox do the trade runs anymore. Honestly, I might have Wolf or someone else do them. Because the problem with Ox doing him... Well, the problem with Wolf is he will lose his psi focus over time. So I'd have to pick someone that has no psi focus, but still has good trade price improvement. Because Ox is one of our primary miners, and having him away is kind of brutal. So, Turtle Sandwich, it would probably land to you. You're a jogger, and I could throw another bionic leg in you and get you to do our trade runs. How much RAM does this game use? It's not so much about the RAM. Right now, it's only using about 2 gigs. It's more that the game engine doesn't really like bloat. So, I spoke about this in the past, but I guess I'll repeat myself. The way the save game files work, it's kind of one giant, very unwieldy text document. That's sort of how the game files are saved and all that. And the more detail that you have in the save game file, the slower it runs. Because it's essentially constantly writing and rewriting. Oh, I would need to remember to take Lucy if I use Turtle Sandwich, and I'm being told to shh. Yeah, so the trouble is because the save game file isn't, and this is true of most save game files because they're not designed by like database engineers. It takes a while to save and load. It takes a while to do stuff like that. So the net result is you've got, you basically get a save file that that can be very cumbersome, and yeah, if you just add more data, like a ton of corpses, for instance, which is what I have here, it will add literally megabytes to the save game file and bloat it up and make it run chunky. And the only way around that is to not bloat it up. So there was a case in the Warden's Viriador where I was I had the bad idea of burying everything in big mass graves, and the net result of that was my save game file like blew up and the game crashed, and I had to dev mode a solution in because it was so much bloat. All right, so we have a ton of steel over here. Actually, the fact that Turtle Sandwich is a Lucy addict adds to my desire to send him, because Luciferium also speeds you up. I'll just have to remember to send him Lucy. In fact, I could fix that. Carry 3 Luciferium on you at all times. That's like a month and a half supply of Luciferium. That should be fine. Oh, great. Reds and Chelsea got into it. At least they didn't bite pieces of each other's bodies off. So that's good. Turtle Sandwich, leveling up in social to be even better at trading. I guess I could also try to get you like a diplomacy thing, like Perpetual Ox has, but I don't think it's all that necessary. It's one of those, like, maybe nice to haves, but... How is Ox doing? Is he hungry yet? He is speeding up, though, right? I think. Let's see. Terrain. Movement difficulty. No. We are in a perpetual winter scenario, so even the fact that he is Even the fact that it's not technically winter, the game's still saying it's permanent winter. So he always has that penalty. That's just the way it is, I guess. All right, we're cranking through all this gold, which will enable us a little bit more spending power. In fact, I would venture to guess, I know that Z-Levels mod does exist, but I would venture a guess that the save game bloat size might be one of the main, if the only reason why RimWorld never really got Z-Levels. I mean, other than the fact that it adds a considerable amount of complexity. I do not deny that. But as soon as you add multiple levels, you can turn your save, you know, let's say you add like 3 levels, right? Up and down. So that's two more. You've just completely added a ton of data to your save game file, to the point where, like, yeah, you could end up crashing, especially on a lesser machine. Okay, I am cleaning up sea ice. I know what you're thinking, but I really wish that debris and stuff like this and ash would go away with snow, but it doesn't. Again, that's probably moddable. Because I can't imagine that explosion debris couldn't just be snowed over. I grew up in a snowy biome. It could be snowed over. Hell, anything can be snowed over with enough snow. Okay, we're looking pretty good. We're also seeming to manage tainted apparel pretty well, just from the new priorities. Essentially, any apparel that anyone bothers to haul out here will rot, and with Mr. Chimic's mod, I won't have to listen to it be annoying. And then any apparel that just gets triggered for the granite crematorium will end up getting burned. It's kind of nice. Ox is out of food. He's not, though. He has ambrosia and he has tea and he has chocolate. So he's not out of food. He's just not technically allowed to eat that stuff. But, all meals, chocolate. It won't update immediately, but I suppose I could send him a little care package. Lunch. 2 more lavish meals. That should be enough. When I was a real little kid, I lived across the street from a parking lot, and I would wait for the plows to clear the parking lot and plow all of the snow into one big corner of the parking lot, which then became, I don't know, like a 15-foot high wall, giant mound of snow, and I would dig tunnels into it and turn it into like a makeshift weird igloo, an urban igloo of sorts. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Of course, there was always the risk of like the plows and bulldozers and deciding, oh yeah, let's shape the hill again and, you know, crush me. Kids die like that in Quebec. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, is you do run the risk. I would actually keep I would keep like shovels and stuff like into the top of the snowdrift when I was working, because I was a smart enough kid to do that, I guess, realizing that I could die. Alright, chat, y'all voted for rain. Well, I guess that will clear out any of the garbage on the map tile that can be cleared. Minus 32 Celsius rain. Hey, who said it was water, right? We are on an alien planet. although it looks like an ocean one. It could be chocolate rain. Some stay dry, but others feel the pain. If you don't get that reference, you're probably super confused. And if you don't get that reference, you should Google it. Chocolate rain. Oh, Tezande. Alright, these can be unforbid. Oh. Who insulted you, Chelsea? Who did it? No, seriously, who did? Wow, you barely like your husband. Warning, warning. Very likely husband. And chat event, hard snow. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense than rain. I can't even find where the insult is, because it's like so dang far down the chat log. But whatever. Oh, you know what? I could just go to her needs. Insulted by... Oh, it's not even going to tell me? Alright, whatever. I think everybody's a little moody right now because the NeuroQuick Echo, which definitely is a bit of a negative. And then a lot of them are doing work outside, so they're soaking wet and tired. Divorce incoming? No. Well, Glitch wouldn't allow that, and I think you all know that. He would just be like, hey, get back together. Or, I don't know. However Glitch sounds in real life. So I got about 3/5, maybe, of the outline of the ship's skull. As it's coming together, I'm liking it more and more and more. I don't know about you guys, but I'm liking it more and more and more. Ethanol has a freezing point of negative 114°C. Yeah, or alternatively, it could be rain like on Saturn's moon of Titan, right? Saturn's moon of Titan has a lot of methane and ethane, and it rains ethane. So, again, yeah, it could just be ethane rain, which means all you got to do, if you want a little hit of chem fuel, is to look up at the sky and stick out your tongue, and you can drink chem fuel from the clouds. Here's one of my... I remember reading this from XKCD. One of my absolutely most favorite, like, XKCD comic strips, which was that Titan's gravity is so low, and its cloud density is so high, that hypothetically, you could Icarus fly on Titan. So if you managed to have an exosuit, like some suit to protect you from Titan's atmosphere, you could actually, a human being with like fake wings could fly on Titan. They would be able to flap around, which is so very cool. I trap random facts during the streams. Yes. Well, that one was I liked a lot. And if not that, my other favorite one is the escape velocity of Phobos and Deimos, which are the moons of Mars. I have them in air quotes because they're so dang small that they're barely moons. They're like the size of Manhattan. Is about 3 miles an hour, which means anything traveling greater than 3 miles an hour leaves the moon. So, like, honestly, if you sneeze, and obviously you'd have to sneeze in space, that wouldn't really work. You could sneeze and your sneeze would go to space. But what would be really, really fun is if you, like, bungee tethered yourself to Phobos or Deimos, and you could jump. And if you managed to jump at only, like, let's say 2.5 miles per hour, you would just, like, go miles into space, and then eventually, like, float back down. In hindsight, actually, maybe that would be really, really boring, because your flight time would be, like, hours, possibly. But it'd still be fun. You'd set a high jump record. Sort of like golfing in space, right? Or golfing on the moon. Because, you know, famously, Alan Shepard smuggled a club and a golf ball and went golfing on the moon. there's something just awesome about that. Just that whole thought of, I'm a highly trained astronaut, and what do? I golf in space. Deal with it. Probably not the best use of taxpayer money, but God knows we, in America, spend our taxpayer money on all sorts of stupid things, so I'm not necessarily against golfing on the moon being one of them. All right, that's enough. That's enough facts about the All Black. You needn't more. Thank you for watching episode 68 of the Wendigos. So, if you'd like to catch a live stream, and you haven't done it already, I guess I'm probably not going to convince you. But hey, if you do have any sort of interest, Rhadamant.com/Wendigos has all the information you need. The moderators I have in chat will help guide you and help teach you how to use the toolkit, if that is something of interest to you. The website has a lot of directions, and, you can just say hi or lurk, whatever. It's up to you. If that sounds interesting to you, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and the countdown timer and all that stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next episode.